Hi everyone, it's Kate here. I'm one of the Happy Fabric creative experts, and today I'm going to be showing you how I created these really fun festival emergency pouches which have everything you need in them to survive a festival this summer. What I love about this project is not only are these pouches super simple and easy to make, you can also really easily customize them and personalize them to fit your own needs and tastes. They're also really perfect for gift giving, and I have a festival coming up in a couple of weeks, and I've actually made one of these pouches for each of my friends that's coming to the festival with me, and I'm really excited to give them out to them and see their reactions. So let's get started with the project.
So first of all, you're going to want to gather your materials. Obviously, you're going to need a couple of different colours of Happy Fabric vinyl, depending on what kind of theme you are doing these pouches for. I decided to go for 3 different types of this animal print happy fashion vinyl that Happy Fabric do, because obviously this is for a festival, so I just wanted to go all out. I also selected 3 other types of vinyl to go with the animal print vinyl. So I got a fluorescent blue Happy Glitter, a pink Happy Flex Stretch Metallic, and I also had some leftover Happy Fashion foil from my last project, which I'm going to be using with the gold and black snake print vinyl. To make this project, you're also going to need a bunch of different fabric pouches. I got these from Amazon and they were pretty cheap. And what I love about these ones as well is that they come in different zip colours, so you can match them to the colour scheme of the vinyl that you've chosen. Of course, the last thing you're going to need is a few goodies to fill your pouches with. You can really get creative and customise these to the event or occasion you're making the pouches for, but here's just a quick preview of what I'm going to be putting in mine. Once you've gathered all of your materials, it's time to open Cricut Design Space and design your pouch. So because my pouches are going to have all of the things in it that you're going to need in an emergency at a festival, I thought it would be funny to make a pouch that looked a little bit like a first aid kit. What I love about this design is that you could actually cut it out by hand because it is a very, very simple one. Make sure you have enough decals for every person that you're making a pouch for, and then it's time to get to cutting. As always with heat transfer vinyl, it's important that you cut shiny side down and make sure to turn the mirror setting on. Also, if you're using Happy Fashion foil like I am, remember to cut this part of the design out of Magic Melt rather than the foil itself. Once all of your cutting is done, it's time to weed. Some people love this part, some people hate it. I really enjoy it. And as usual, all of Happy Fabric's vinyls are really, really easy to weed, so it makes this process so much easier. Now we get to the exciting part, which is applying our vinyl to the pouches. This is where things get a little bit more tricky, and I definitely didn't make things easier for myself by choosing a bunch of different vinyls, because all of these vinyls actually apply at different temperatures and in different times. What I found really helped me with this was this do-it-yourself sheet that comes with every order that you place with Happy Fabric. It has the details of all of the different vinyls they do, the temperature that they need to be pressed at, whether it's a hot or a cool peel, and also kind of what temperature they can be washed at as well. So this is a really, really handy sheet to have on hand if you're doing any complex projects like this one. Of course, no matter what you're actually applying, the first step you need to do is always pre-press your blanks. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm also making sure that the zips of the pouches are hanging off the edge of the pressing area. This will really help you to achieve a better finish when applying your vinyl, because the heat press really needs to lay flat against the item to achieve a professional finish, and anything bulky like a zip will get in the way of that. So after consulting my handy do-it-yourself sheet, I figured out that the best way to do this was to apply the vinyl in stages depending on the pressing temperature of each type of vinyl. So I started off with the Happy Fashion, the Happy Glitter, and also the Happy Flex Magic Melt, which all press at 150 degrees for 10 seconds. The next thing you have to pay attention to is the peel temperature. So each one of these vinyls also had a different peel temperature. So for the glitter, I could peel that straight away. That's a hot peel. For the Magic Melt, I had to wait until it was slightly cooler but still warm. And then for the Happy Fashion, that's a cold peel. So I had to wait until that had cooled down completely. Once that was all done, I turned my Happy Press up to 165 degrees because this is the temperature that is needed to press the Happy Fashion foil. What I love most about Happy Fashion foil is that you really don't need to cut out an exact shape. You can just cut out a rough square of fashion foil that will cover the area that your Magic Melt is on, and once you press it, it will only actually stick to the area that the Magic Melt covers. Happy Fashion foil needs to be pressed for another 10 seconds. Unfortunately though, it is a cold peel, so you do have to wait for this to cool down before you peel it. My foil actually came out a little bit patchy in the end, but I think this was because I hadn't stored it very carefully and it had a few kind of creases in it. But actually I think this gave it a really nice finish because obviously it was all snake themed, so it kind of looked a little bit like snake scales. The final stage of vinyl application was to apply the Happy Flex Stretch Metallic. This one is pressed at the highest temperature of them all at 170 degrees and for 20 seconds. This one is also a cold peel, so you need to let it cool down before you take the carrier sheet off, but the results are worth the wait. They are really lovely and metallic-y. Now you've got your pouches ready, all that's left to do is to actually fill them with all the goodies you've selected. One thing I would suggest is just making sure before you buy everything that your pouches are big enough to fit everything that you want in them, because for me, it was a bit of a tight squeeze.
Okay, so that's it. All of our pouches have been finished and filled with all their goodies. I think these turned out really, really nicely. I think my favourite is probably the blue one. The only thing that's left to do now is to wait and give these to my friends, and I really can't wait to see what they think of them. I hope that you enjoyed watching along with me creating this project, and I also hope that you were inspired as well to create your own pouches. I'd love to hear what you think you would put in them and also what other occasions you would make them for. That's it from me this week, and I'll see you soon. Bye!